Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Friday Night Overdrive. I am your GM, the TBL Ignition GM, Barney, commentating because Daniel has decided that he is playing tonight. He said, I'm entering the fray. I'm going to take down everybody and make sure that nobody can get this #1 contendership for my show. Along with him tonight, we have got the Vaccine Surge champion, Panzer, competing tonight. Leppy has taken the #1 contendership for the Virus Break champion on Wednesday, and he is also playing tonight. That is 3 people out of contention for the #1 contendership. Therefore, who will win the #1 contendership tonight? Will it be OKK? I don't know what they're piloting. Will it be Coach? Will it be? It can't be Gino. So that's 4 people. Will it be Mochi Tabe or will it be Law? Find out tonight on Friday Night Overdrive. I'm here with my co-host, Joe Mojo. What's going on?
I am feeling great and on this rainy, at least it's rainy in my neck of the woods, Friday night. And I mean, just the list of competitors is just so vast. I mean, my boys, Coach and Leppy are, Leppy and then Coach getting the contendership for the Vaccine Search Championship. I mean, that would be Dorumon versus Galactic. I would love to see that interaction. I'm not going to lie to you. But there is just so many great players out there right now that could not only contend, but possibly even dethrone Panzer, our Vaccine Search champion.
Unfortunately, Leppy, you cannot take tonight's #1 contendership because that spot will pass down.
Yeah, unfortunately, no double duty for you at the pay-per-view.
I am trying my best to not have anybody become an undisputed TBL champion this early into the reign. So I'm pulling out my GM powers to say yes, #1 contendership will pass down to the next viable champion. No, you cannot take the second one. Not when you already have the first one.
Now, the possibility, we understand that the possibility of, holding both the belts on your shoulders is very enticing, but unfortunately, that also means not only more work for the champion itself, but more work for those behind the scenes to figure out a means of getting viable contenders.
Also, Leppy, that would mean that if you do win tonight, you would have to play approximately anywhere from 6 to 10 games on our PLE day.
Yeah, because
that's a big ask.
Because I believe that the rules state that each championship match is a best of 7 instead of a best of 3.
No, it's a best of 5.
Best of 5. My apologies.
So anywhere from, because 3 out of 5, so anywhere from 6 to 10 matches. So
I'm just going to say this now. Apologies if you guys hear any hard rain or thunder and lightning on my end of things, or y'all just see a brief flash of light or whatever, because man, it is coming down hard.
Yeah, it was coming down hard over here, but it is 7 p.m. At least it is on my phone. It's not on my computer just yet. My computer is lagging behind.
That's 7 Eastern Standard Time on my end.
My computer's slow AF. We are going to go for 3 rounds tonight. That's right. We're going to have an early night tonight for once, ending off with just 3 rounds. So let's get this tournament started. Your round 1 pairings are up. Joe Mojo, you may choose the table we proceed to.
Oh, I may choose the table. Let's see what we have. Yeah, that's fine. That looks interesting. I'm biased on that one. That's okay. Let us go ahead to table 3.
To table 3 we go.
See, the matchup itself, I think, is very interesting, especially because I see a spicy little thing that Coach has decided to put in here. I'm used to a couple of these cards that he's added in, but definitely interesting to say the least. As we see Coach loading in, and his opponent, OK Kate, has definitely came in.
No,
and yeah, we are just waiting for them to throw down with the best of them.
Today is 10% back on TCG Player. So, if you guys are wanting to purchase any cards,
there is a full lash. My power just went crazy. So if I drop, y'all know why.
All right.
Damn.
If you guys were looking to buy any cards,
like it's so bad I can't even see out my window here. That is ridiculous.
10%. Get in. Get those cards and use our link. Hello. Can you chat? Can you hear me? Mic check. Mic check. Chat. Can chat hear me?
I'm checking it out on my end of it.
Chat's disappeared. All right, let's pop over to this match.
Let me try and leave the call and come back in and see if that helps.
Let me double check my audio in case I can't hear myself. Hold on. Okay, no, I can hear myself. All right, go. Yes, so TCG Player is running 10% back on all products. So if you guys need to buy any cards, you should most definitely do it now and use links.dgu.gg/TCG Player to make your purchase so that we get a kickback as well. Oh, I thought that was maybe it's this. It is not that either. We would just do this. Can you hear me, Joe? Joe cannot hear me.
Oh, this is stupid. That was the issue.
What happened?
I joined the Discord call, my fucking audio goes to crap.
Damn.
Alright, I gotta fix this shit.
It's not fun.
No, it's not. I thought I fixed this with having the commentary essentially on the separate browser, but apparently that's not working anymore. Thanks, Discord.
Freaking Discord. Let's see, what card should I be picking up from TCG Player? There's not a lot that I want to pick up.
Alright, let's see if this works. Alright, I think I'm good.
You can hear me still?
Yeah. So
right, cool.
This is the stupidest fix, by the way. It wasn't the headphones. It was because the correct microphone, wasn't connected to Discord. It was the default microphone for some reason, it's the same plug. It's the same plug, and it's the same source, but it's just numbered differently. I don't get it.
Ooh, there's a Omni cereal for a G. So that would be 10% back. That would be $100
Chad,
back.
Porn is looking at shiny cardboard again.
Hey, 10% back? As store credit?
I'm just saying, I see the dollar signs in your eyes, man. Glistening in the sun, or in my case, the rain. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, yeah, Coach going into Daruga with the Kosuke in the sources.
Don't mind me. I'm looking through my binders to see if there's any cards that I need to be picking up. Look at all them fancy counters Coach Hayes. Oh, Joe Mojo died. I think his internet finally went. My internet hasn't been the best today either. You know what? Let's attribute it to the weather. Before I was blaming Astound because Astound is trash, but maybe it's bum ass weather. The world may never know. Oh, Gaiamon. I need those ults. How much are they? $28.99? All right, let me pick up 2 more. Perfect. Wait, maybe did I already pick these up? Shit, I think I did. Let me double check that before I add them to my cart and buy duplicates. Oh no, there goes the other binders. Don't worry, I will have some. Oh yeah, Joe Mojo definitely had his internet die. All right, I will have some striking commentary as soon as I verify that I don't need to buy any other cards. Oh, I should buy my Biomons. I don't think I bought my Gaiamons. I did not. All right, cool. Gonna buy some Biomons here. Yeah, nice and cheap, just how I like them. Could have been cheaper, but I'll take this. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna purchase those 3. Grab that one. We've got our bugs. Oh, how much is the Hercules Kabuteri mana? Hercules Kabuteri. $60? 65? Nah, I don't like it enough to buy it right now. I think I have all the other ults I need. I have arrived to see Dan get beaten. Currently, Kit's Kip. We are watching Coach playing you know what, taking on OKK playing McGeedramon. But I'm looking through my binders because TCG Player is running a 10% sale. So I'm trying to verify that I don't need any other cards, so I can get the most out of this sale here. Oh, how much are Malfoods? Yeah, $15. I don't need it that much. It's already going to be a big hefty order. Got my Minervas, got my Mervas. Merva. Ooh, how much are Duskmon Velg? I need 2 Dusk and a Velg. Buy now, sell later. I hate you. 2 Dusks and a Velg. Dusk is 27. I don't feel like spending all that. How much am I at my cart? Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Oh, yeah. This card's too expensive already. I gotta remove cards. Ooh, I do want to pick up my fish stuff. I need 3 Sangos and a Ryugumon. And then I need the Yaos. Let's see, 3 Sangos, a Ryugumon. Let's see if I can grab 3 Sangos. So I got 9 copies of Sendril, sold 5 of them for a profit of 50%. There you go. All right, 3 Sangos. Damn, there's not even a lot of them on market. And then I need a Ryugumon. All right, let's go trim this cart. Let's see what I really need, what I really want to buy. Do I really want Numamon cards? That's the real question. Do I really want Numamon cards? I kind of like these arts a lot. And they're the only ones left. Tough ask. Tough ask. Am I gonna play birds? Should I justify buying Biomons? There's an upcoming Numa deck that would be meta contender. Oh, you think so, huh? Birds are great. Buy it. All right. I've been meaning to buy. I have like almost everything else for birds except my Biomons. I've just been waiting on Biomons. So yeah, I probably should just pick them up now and just say we'll send. I need my 2 Gaiamons for Appmon. Because for some reason I bought Globemon alts and I did not buy Gaiamon alts. Right? Yeah. Edamon deck to be exact, but Edamon uses Numa stuff. Doesn't it use more Stuka stuff though? Oh, speaking of, I should finally buy my playset of Metal Edamon. Time to get off the Sendromon AA. Time to get this Sendromon AA. I mean, you can try, but I think that shit's expensive. Is that Gaia SP? No, I have one Gaia SP, and I actually really like the English exclusive Gaiamon alt. So I'm just going to rock 1 SP and then the 3 Gaiamon face alts. Man said, fuck the monthly budget. Hey, listen. 10% TCG. 10% TCG is pretty goated. You know what I mean? You pick up what I'm putting down. Sendromon A is expensive. It is 20. It's like about 30 US. But the SP is expensive. The SP is about, ooh, there's one for 280. I kind of want to pick one back up because I really like the art. I just can't justify keeping that card for fucking $300. But I really do love that art. Damn, I think that's all the, oh wait, no, what did I say? Shit, there's a card I wanted to pick up. Oh, fuck. Oh, who said it? Who said what? I don't remember anymore. Oh, no. Ah, Metal Edamon. There we go. Because I don't have this card yet, and I really like it. Does anybody have 4 copies? Can I not get 4 copies from one seller? All right, that's fine. I'll just do this then. Someone buy my Central so I can buy Pyodramons? Ew. Get the whole Medusa set? Nah. Medusas are like 160. If anything, I would buy my last Galactic SP I need, but I ain't doing that. If it's Japanese, I'll get it off your hand. But alas, it is not. 'Tis not. Alright, so I added Metal Edamons, and am I missing something? I think that was it. Alright, now let's double check the card again. Metal Edamons, we got Biomons, Numamon, Gaia, Sango, Monze, Yugu. Alright, I am pretty content with this, I guess. Do I really want to pick up these Digimon cards, though? You know what? No, I'm not going to pick up. I'm going to be a good nugget and not pick up Digimon cards. Because I feel like I should know better than to pick up Digimon cards. The art allures me, but I shall not do it. Not today, foul beast.
I have returned.
How was that internet outage?
It wasn't the internet. It was the whole power grid.
Power grid. I meant.
It was out enough for just to reset everything in the entire house. So I'm gonna be flipping breakers later tonight. Woo!
Yeah, that's so much fun.
I know, right? How's the match going?
I'm not gonna hold you. I haven't been paying attention because I'm trying to get these cards in my cart.
All right.
I made the decision not to buy Nuamon and Monzemon ults though, but I am going to buy my Fishies and my Biomons.
Biomons? You doing birds?
I always like birds. I have almost everything except the Biomons. So
Nice. Yeah, because I had one for fucking forever, and I hawked it off just last a couple of months ago, mostly just so I can get enough cash to buy my second fucking Omnimon X.
Right.
But yeah, it looks like board state wise, Coach is in complete control over the Gallantmon. Actually, I believe that's Megidra.
Yeah, that's Megidra.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Yesence, it's got Megidramon, but it looks like there's also like the 13 Gallantmon promo as well as one copy of EX4 Chaos Gallantmon.
Yeah, that's still.
Yeah, still Megidra. But yeah, it looks like Coach is taking this guy to frickin' town.
Oh, that's a card I wanted to look up. Imperial Fighter. Ooh, 270.
Yes.
I could get.
Swinging 2 checks to get that last of the security out, and unfortunately, he's not going to be able to counter anything. Get that analog use, but unfortunately, it's too late. Swings for game.
Yo, hero, what's up? What it do, BB?
Hira! Coach the Doru Duke is taking the first round of this one, ladies and gentlemen.
The Doru Duke.
Yeah, I like to play with my words as if they're cake. I don't know.
We like playing with things here. You can take that however you want it.
I'm just gonna keep it PG. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, ahorita sí.
I was gonna make a JoJo jokes, but I'm kind of fresh out, honestly.
JoJo.
I had one that just had a punchline of Rotorola, but that didn't really land anywhere.
Rotorola.
I don't know. I've never seen JoJo's. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I've watched like a few episodes of like the very first season, but I haven't kept up with it because I have the attention span of a peanut.
I just never had the opportunity. I think I've seen like a couple of episodes here and there. Like, I will say though, the I think it was Stardust Crusaders where it was like they were in the Middle East and Jotaro did the gambling thing. I saw that scene and I was like, okay, that's really well done. Like, story-wise, tension was just tremendous. All right,
You better finish JoJo or I'm rioting. You're gonna riot then, because I have no time to watch anything that isn't dubbed.
I was gonna say, I think that the updated Stardust Crusaders is dubbed, because I know Matt Mercer does Jotaro.
But like I said, I reiterate, I have no time to watch anything that isn't dubbed, and by that I mean I am not watching JoJo dubbed. That anime is goated in Japanese, therefore I'm gonna lock myself out of watching it because I can't watch it dubbed.
Fair enough.
It's like Sword Art. I love Sword Art, and I've been trying to get through Alicization, but I refuse to watch that shit dubbed.
I can't say much. I kind of gave up after the after they finished up Gun Gale. So we got some early Tamer plays from Megidramon, setting up with a training card. That plus the Gil X and back. Okay, what are you gonna pick? War Girl or the War Girls? That's what I figured.
We're gonna go War Girl.
I believe so, yes. Ooh, unfortunately, Coach does not have a Kosuke, or isn't able to draw into one, so he went Dorogora in the back. That, or he's trying to trip up the Megidramon player into a swinging and attacking, leaving bodies on board for Coach to pick up later. But unfortunately, without a Kosuke, he's not going to be able to get much piercing.
Yes, is true. But I think the bigger problem is that he doesn't have anything in trash. So, because he takes involved so much in raising, he would raise for no benefit. And you kind of just end up giving up the stack.
Yeah, because he wouldn't even have collision on the body at this point.
Hope games go well tonight. Good luck to everyone. Wish I could have joined, but regionals in the morning at 5 a.m. start.
5 a.m.
I have
You're
not
joking.
watched either clip. E-Hero. You're joking. You're
joking. You're joking. I can't believe my eyes. No, but seriously though, 5 a.m. That is nuts. Who the hell gets up at 5 a.m.? I just
What
get up
regional?
5 a.m. for my day.
I'm sure the regional doesn't start at 5 a.m., but yes, probably has travel to do. I know when we go to New York, I'm gonna have to wake up at fucking God knows when. Yeah, we leave for 6 a.m. as a 4-hour drive. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes way more sense. I was gonna be like, God damn, they just want y'all in and out of there. Sheesh. All right, looks like Coach has a lot of memory to play with. But is he going to raise the stack is the question. Is he going to be able to get the Kosuke? Yeah, it looks like he has
Just
no
fly
choice
with
but to
Bertrand or
raise.
something. Yeah, just fly. Easy, GG, no re.
Are you here for business or pleasure? Oh, definitely business. I'm participating in a trade card game tournament, as you can see
Exactly.
by my swag. Just nothing but buttons. Yeah, going into the decks, the Digivolve 3 definitely. Oh, and then popping to level 3. Losing a memory with the on deletions from Gil. Doing a pretty good job at trying to make sure that the momentum doesn't swing heavily into his opponent's side. However, he still looks like he's trapped in indecision because of a possible brick.
He's trapped in the shadow realm.
Oh right, I forgot the on deletions to play another Gil, and then trash draw 2. Recover the gallant. Looks like we're swinging in for 1. Ooh, checked into Crimson mode, killing the stack. It's gonna say not much else he can do after that. Without a black source on board, he's not gonna be able to play any options. And unfortunately, with no Tamer, he has nothing really to do. However, his trash is officially loaded.
I'm loaded. I'm just gonna say stupid shit until I finish filling my cart with shit.
Dude, that's like my bread and butter, saying dumb shit all over the place. Like you're sitting across from me playing Yellow Vaccine, you drop a Patamon, all of a sudden all you hear is potato.
Potato.
He looks like a potato. What else do you want from me?
Tatermon. It's Tatermon, guys.
Oh, it's like the Tatermon's the rookie for. It's a new rookie for the Burgermon.
All right, I need to remove cards. I think I can go without the Gigaseedramons. And potentially Code Cracker Fang. What is this? All right, you know what? I'm content with this. I shall spend this money, and I shall spend it happily. I am going to press buy Cat's Cab. I just need to make sure that I have all the cards that I need and none of the cards that I don't.
Looks like we're ending at 1 on the Daruga, and looks like the Megidramon player is raising up his Gil X. He only has 1 memory, however, he is going to be able to do a whole lot with it.
A whole lot of nothing. Yup.
Hi, Naya. I'm kidding. Speaking of which, I freaking, like, my niece is like 16 years old, and I freaking say, what's up?
Vidramons are $60 right now. I don't know if I'm gonna get back to you about Vidramons here.
Vidramon? Like Old Force Vidramon?
Yeah, Vidramon promo, yeah.
What? Okay. Cool, I guess. Checking in the Black Scramble, plays out the Doru. Not sure if he was trying to get the Gilmon X to die.
Die.
Wouldn't be able to capitalize on it with the analog use.
Right, just going to the right address. Make sure I'm not sending it to the address like I normally do. All right, cool.
What?
Yeah, so like the way we do trades is typically like I will do whatever trade, and then like if there's value left, he'll just tell me what cards he needs, and I order them and I send it to him. But I just send it directly from TCG Player, so I don't have to ship it out. So the one time I ordered cards and it was under his address, so I was like, "Fuck."
That's hilarious.
Can you send me my cards when you get them, please?
Amazing.
Here, if you find anybody who wants to pick them up, most certainly go ahead.
Wait, did he just pay 2 for the training boost? Oh, I think he meant to go for Scramble of it, but instead put down training.
What a nice seller. Free gift. No, I don't need them. You just know me. I have a problem, and I saw cards, and I said I might want this, but I also acknowledge that they are $60 a pop, and I don't need to be spending that much on cards that I don't need.
Technically, none of us need cards. It's a want, man.
No. It's the Vidramons, Dan. It's Vidramon promos. I definitely don't need those.
No,
because you're not even an All Force player.
That's what you
not
think.
until Cyber Eden comes out.
Debatable.
It's still debatable, but I don't know why, but I just got a feeling he's gonna look at All Force and go, "How you doing?"
All right, cool. I got my 10% back. I got $25.
Dula.
What'd you buy?
I bought some Ryugumons and some Sangomons and some Yao Kinglons.
For what?
And
You're not even a fish
awesome.
player.
No, you're right. I'm not a fish player. I'm a Liberator player. Thank you very much. I also
But that's still
bought some
fish.
Gaiamons, and I bought some. What the fuck else did I buy here? I finally bought my Metal Etamons from fucking EX5 wanting for the longest time, and I just never remember to pick up.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what? Yeah, it's fine.
What else did we buy? I bought 2 Snow Agumon foils because I couldn't pull one of those to save my life. I bought my Biomon alts finally.
It looks like we're dropping Gallantmon for I don't know, 2 or 3. I can't do math from this angle.
Go fish.
Yeah. It looks like for 3. Yeah.
Oh. Toei has released their financial documents for the fiscal year ending in March 2025. While the Digimon card game isn't specifically mentioned, overseas events for Digimon are called out in their financial briefing presentation, alongside other upcoming products like Beat Break and Time Stranger as a major driver for the company. For overseas licensing specifically, Digimon saw growth and maintained its position from last year as the 3rd largest IP for Toei, behind Dragon Ball and One Piece, of which the Digimon card game would be a component. So in other words, Toei, give us some more fucking Digimon content. Fucking hell.
We're getting Time Stranger
Sure.
soon.
Time Stranger and Beat Break, and they better not fucking stop there.
Give us Allison.
You know that's
There's
coming out next year.
Stop teasing me with that shit. Just saying. Yeah, unfortunately, he's not going to. Coach is not going to be able to use the Dora Gray effect. However, he will be able to use the protoform for 2 to go into Doragora. And now he's got jamming. And a second attack +1. I don't think he has collision though.
Hey Darian, how about you shut up, Mr. Oh So Guapo?
That ain't oh so guapo, Mo.
Hey yo.
Do you feel guapo?
All right, Dan. I took out the Justimon from Galactic.
Ooh, there's the spice.
did you-
There's the Nimamon X.
What'd you put in?
Coach is running Nimamon X in his Dora list.
No, I know that. I was talking about Varney. What'd you put in the fourth Galactic?
So no, I put in a third Zenith.
You're killing me here.
The what's it called? The memory setter one. It's essentially a searcher.
You're literally not playing the fourth just because you don't have the fourth SP. I know it.
No, I would play it. My problem is like based on like everything I've been playing with the deck currently, I really don't want to drop down Vemons because I already have problems with 20 at times. I don't feel comfortable running.
So then leave that there to put the Justy as the fourth Galactic.
No. So I took the Justy out for the third Zenith.
I get what you're saying. I'm
Get
just...
more things in trash. I did take Justy out. If I do drop something, honestly, I might just drop the fourth Snatchmon and run the fourth Galactic. I ended up liking Ragnarok Cannon at 4 more than I thought I would.
I was gonna say, hear me out. At 3,
For what?
Ragnarok Cannon.
No, that's how I was running it at before, but when I put it up to 4, I actually saw 1 insecurity, which was great. And then I ended up just generally seeing them more, which was great against Royal Knights because it allowed me to cycle and just drop them and just be like, all right, cool. So I actually
looks like we're dropping
hard at 4.
Looks like the Mikidramon player is dropping the promo Gallant. Able to get that recovery going.
But the idea behind the fourth or the third Zenith Dan is it just helps me get things in trash faster because the BT11 Vemon don't let you do that. They kind of stunt your progress in a way. Like if you reveal Rag, you can't take Rag, which is unfortunate. So at least the Zenith kind of serves as a better Vemon while putting them in trash.
Ooh.
If you're gonna AA the deck, put some respect on the Tamer and say it right, Varney. What the fuck are you talking about?
Is it not pronounced Zenith?
Sorry, Zenith.
Huh.
I refuse to pronounce it Zenith.
I guess it's because he's at the zenith of his journey. I don't fucking know.
I will call him Zenith and you will sit there and take it, Panzer. Now that you've pointed it out, I will only call him Zenith. I just want you to know that.
I legit didn't know that was the thing.
Him and Close are both puns named on the based on the characters.
What's the pun for close?
You know, close.
I get it. Okay, I got it. Cause like I like my puns, I like my wordplay, but I didn't get it.
It's because in Japanese, what her name actually is Kurosu, is how it's pronounced. So
that's why.
depending on how you look at it, kurosu. If you were looking at it completely out of context and you were to try to put that into English, it would just be close. Kudos.
Oh, brother named that because she's closed off. I see that.
There you go.
Also, once again, Coach is just clearing up shop.
Keep those
Any
analog
kind of
boots gone.
Any kind of momentum that OK Kate has tried to establish on board, Coach was just able to kind of topple it back in his favor.
Just like how Gohan is rice and Chi-Chi is milk, that is a fact. And if you put an O in front of Chi-Chi, and then you put an N at the end of each Chi, you get an entirely different word.
Yo, I'm trying to keep this shit professional, but man, Varney's over here saying childish vulgarity.
Welcome to Varney's commentary.
Yeah, even Katz is like, oh god.
Isn't Chi-Chi also slang for tits? That's what I thought. I wasn't going to say that, though, because I didn't want to sound like I was an idiot.
Oh, okay, I was about to say. I was like, sound like what exactly?
I just didn't want to say something that I wasn't entirely sure of.
Always fact check your jokes, everybody.
Chi-Chi is the slang. I just simplified it to milk. Oh.
Oh, he didn't specify. Oh, god damn it.
Oh, that's funny as shit.
I got it. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, dropping a Gravity Crush. The Digimon player is playing for keeps.
Jokes don't need to be factual if they're funny enough. I guess that's one way to look at it.
I mean, it's how Twitter works. Bam!
Damn, I forgot to buy Yokomons. I should have bought Yokomons. I'll buy Yokomons now.
It is needed for birds. Then again, I've seen people use the BT14 Koromon.
Fuck that. We want recursion, baby.
God, that fucking egg has gone miles. Like since it got
the
released.
BT14 Koro?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we haven't had a fucking good...
Like it's been in just about every red deck. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's been in just about every single red deck's like egg slot for almost 2 years now. When did 14 come out? I just need a date. June 2023. So yeah, 2 years next month. At least in Japan.
I need to pick up 2 Christy Demons. And I have my Akihos. And my Soros. I got my Phoenix Mons.
Another deck that you won't play after a while.
Daniel, until you show up at the shop with your trade binder full of stuff that actually has good trades, I don't want to hear anything out of your mouth.
How about you actually show up, period? Who cares if I bring a trade binder?
How about you take my second job, and then I'll show up?
Nope.
That's what I thought. Speaking of Koromons, I need to buy some of those.
The deck is too big brain for you, you know.
It is a very big brain deck. I will not lie about that. Damn, these Koromon foils are fucking $6.
Yeesh. Yeah, both Dexes popping the Gil.
Bro, Koromon uncommon non-foiled is $3. If you got this shit in your bulk, this is not a market watch, but you should pull that shit out.
That's like $12 for a playset. Jesus.
Yeah. Red decks, am I right?
Good card.
I was gonna say they've been using it ever since.
Probably the best red egg ever.
Yeah, honestly, I'd agree with that.
Between round hands, Bricky is round
Like
one gun.
swinging with the growl with Rush. Checks into protoform.
Same Panzer. That was not great hands in game one for me too. Round one for me too.
If it's any consolation, Panzer, it's only 3 rounds tonight. I know you don't read my announcements, so I'm telling you now.
Looks like we're digivolving into War Growl to mill.
I would if they weren't along with round one pairings. I'm trying to get set up and start my match, not read. Yeah, that's what everybody says. And then they find out stuff and they're like, oh man, if only I read that announcement earlier. You got time to go read the announcement right now. Go read the announcement.
Also, looks like Coach takes game 2, so 2-0.
And that is the end of a quick and swift round 1. And I've bought my card, so I will give you guys actual commentary. What the fuck happened to my camera?
Your camera died again.
Is
No,
it all
it
like
definitely,
warbly?
definitely did.
Oh, it died. Yeah, it died.
Is it on the right one?
Oh, I see a shift.
Fuck.
It's trying.
Here we go.
There it goes. Yeah,
That was
there you
weird. All right.
are. Round 2.
Is up. Round 2 is up. You may proceed to your tables and let's have fun. Maybe Panzer will get some nice sleep in tonight.
Okay, bye.
Have fun. All right, so Barney, what you thinking? We got.
Let me see what Leppy's playing. Ooh. I want to check out table 2.
Alrighty, you can do. Bip. Yeah, checking out Leppy's list, we have a very interesting matchup. Speaking of birds. Though there's a couple of cards here that look very interesting, especially looks like that he's using the new Gilmon and Gilmon X duo for this deck.
Well, yeah, it makes sense. It searches probably your most important piece. We're not going to divulge what it is just yet, but it makes sense because it searches out essentially both the engine and then a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, I just figured they would use it for the on deletions.
Guillemon and Guillemon X.
Well, Gilmon X and Growlmon X. Because of
Well,
its
they definitely.
bird.
I know they definitely use it to spit out body and essentially do it again.
Yeah.
But it does help
Yeah,
to
this
search
is-
as well.
For sure. Okay, this is why I always say that Leffy is a mad scientist or a mad chef, because he's always cooking up these insane lists that
Cooking.
not only function, but also put him in a position to where not a lot of people have answers to it because they don't know what he's cooking with.
Absolutely.
They think he's going charcoal. He's like, nah, clean, efficient propane, baby. Ooh, dropping the Gale for 1. That's unfortunately the downside of running Gale in that Koromon egg, is that you have to go 1. But in the early game, it's pretty good to get that early choke going and kind of seize the momentum of your opponent.
For sure.
I was like, we're trading the choke for another choke with that training card.
Yeah, because we like choking out here.
With consent, of course. Ooh, double Phoenix.
All right. Who else?
I will be right back.
Alrighty doody.
20 minutes tops.
Oh, this Ryx Rick. Okay. You did not. And who the hell is Melga Man? The safe word is I scoop. I've already conceded the YOLO regionals. I'll just grab some more stuff during TCG. 10% versus Drive on 6. Yeah, I mean, that's what I just did. Bergidra. You gotta drop the D. It's Bergidramon. Like Brigadramon. My life is Thomas. What's up? Hello. Reptile will evolve into a bird. Y'all already know how Digimon works. Oh my goodness, the internet problems today are fucking ridiculous. This is so stupid. All right. So, zero memory. He's got a mem boost. He's going to get the Growl X here. So he's going to get that recursion on stack. Meanwhile, Leppy is set up pretty strong as well here because he has double wisdom. Must be the shark fault. Fighting deep sea cable again. Damn shark. All right, here comes Garuda X. Can I pull up this card or will my internet shit out on me? Nope, internet is shit. Damn it. All right, so unfortunately, I can't pull up what Garuda X does because my internet decided to not work with me today. Maybe I need to change the DNS host. You know what? Let me double check something real quick with my network config. Eero. Who the hell is doing DNS? Because I'm definitely still connected to internet. I'm connected to Discord, so it's not completely gone. It's just the DNS. So, network settings. DNS. The fuck is a Eero Plus feature that I have enabled? I don't have any of that shit enabled. I don't know what the fuck this thing is talking about. Me having some sort of plus feature enabled. Maybe ISP settings. Nope, that's certainly not it. Well, that's certainly a pain in the ass. Yeah, I don't have any of it. And we are back. Finally. Fucking hell. I had to go down and reset my fucking modem. That was annoying. All right. All right, cool. Man, that was that was extremely annoying. I didn't even get to see anything. Boo. At least now I can look up cards. Do we have match scoring here somewhere? No. Okay. So I don't even know who won that match. A travesty. Oh, that person dropped. Okay, got it. So, good. 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 NRG. Good. Emon. What is Emon's name? Actual Emon. What about this? It's Emon and Yolotsu. Was not here. Late registration. Tessero and Leppy. Alright, cool. And then for tonight, 516. We've got okay, Cade, Coach, Dan, Panzer, Gino, Mochi, Leppy, Bob, and Miles. Then Dan and Gino don't get anything. Miles dropped. So it's okay, Cade, Coach, Panzer. Mochi was not registered before, so Leppy, Law, Panzer, Coach, and okay, Cade. Alright, cool. Yo, so Joe has these like jerseys and hats in the back of his room, and every time I look up, it's on the wall and it's positioned in such a way that I'm like, oh shit, someone's there, but they're not. I'm like, fucking hell. We see Leppy's rocking those nice DGU sleeves and that playmat, and so is Law. We got the Mamemon, we got the babies on screen here. Let's go. Let's check now. What? One, two, three, four. So, good. Panzer is free entry. Who's Victor Law? Huh. Oh, that would be Mochi. Don't know who this is. Do I still have up? Don't mind me, chat. I'm trying to figure out pricing. 'Cause I gotta ship that out soon. I think that's you. I'm gonna assume that's you. Yeah, that would make sense. Who is this? This is, I don't know who this is. Do I have a name? Do I have the name? Yes, I do. Okay. Got yours. So yeah, I'm assuming that's you. Okay. One of you two. Oh, I think one of them had a free entry, right? No, PayPal. Okay. All right, I'll figure that out later. That's a problem for another time. Digimon out here clearing boards. Can't clear Tamers though. Pretty big thing. I like Digimon as a deck. I like the idea of what it does, because it does what it does very well. It's an aggro deck. It hits you very hard. It clears boards. It doesn't have protection necessarily, but it doesn't. It's a type of deck that doesn't need protection. It just has recursion. You can kind of stunt some of their plays depending on what you do, depending on how you sequence things. But it's also a deck that can just kill you in one turn very fast. But that all being said, it has a very clear deficiency, and that deficiency is just in the sheer fact that you can't remove Tamers. And depending on the type of deck you're playing against, that's a pretty big thing. Although it has a deletion, I think about something in the case of like Galacticmon, you can delete, but then at the end of turn, you just bottom deck sources and you say no. And then you kind of leave them like, all right, cool. Not even looking at the fact that you're going to redirect. But before I go on, we got a new leak. It is Nanimon. Yeah, buddy, that's my boy. End of your turn, you place 3 under and you get to Digivolve. And it Digivolves from hand or trash. Ooh, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nifty.
I'm back. Hello.
Well, hello there.
How's the game's been turning out?
I have no clue. My internet decided that it was going to take the shitter, so it crashed for
Jesus.
about 10 to 15 minutes. So I have no clue who won this game one, unfortunately.
Yeah, it looks like this is turning out in Lox's favor.
Yeah, for sure.
Just checking security, and it looks like that. Yeah, it looks like that they're wrapping up.
Yep. Unfortunately, I don't know what the match score is, so we'll find out soon.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not able to see it on the thing. Oh, what's
Yep, that is it. All right, we'll hop down to table 3.
It appears as though we also got a new reveal.
Yeah, new Nanimon.
Nani, man. I fucking love this Danny DeVito looking motherfucker. It's so cool.
All right, there it goes. Dan's got game.
By placing 3 Digimon with Verb 4 tray from your trash face down as the Digimon's bottom Digivolution cards, it may Digivolve into a version 4 from a hand. Oh, so it's like the other.
Yeah, the other failure.
Like, I was gonna say, yeah, the other rare.
Is that the end of that game?
Right, I did too. That's what it said.
How bad? How are you?
Good.
Hope the drive was nice.
Another game.
It was okay. Once it stopped raining,
Yeah.
it was cool. She okay?
Who, Sarah?
Is she home early or what's wrong?
Hang on.
Oh wait, no, did they finish? Oh, they did finish. To table 4. Panzer's not playing Galactic. Panzer's playing Armors. Oh man, I haven't seen a Panzer play a deck not named Galactic in a minute. I know he plays his jank decks on Wednesdays though. And we got everybody with swift 2-0 wins here. How do I find oh, here it is.
Apologies for that. My wife was just checking in on me and my kid.
You Gucci Gee. I was supposed to play Panzer in the finals. I want my Galactic rematch.
But it is nice seeing it is nice seeing more and more people kind of come to the Armors side of things. Then again, that is my own personal bias. So it looks like Mochi's using Sakuya.
User
Nice.
Yamon. It's probably a horrible matchup for Armors, just because.
More than likely, especially with the amounts of DP that they
reduction.
can do.
And
But
then
it looks
also
like
that
Island of
lovely plugin sitting in trash.
Yep. But it also appears as though that they got Island of Adventure out. So that's like, what, a +3 DP game?
I don't remember. I forget which one is on your turn and which one's all turns.
Oh, wait, I can just...
I know the bigger
on
buff
that.
is on your turn. I just don't remember which one this card is.
Alrighty. Let me double that up. So it appears as though Island of Adventure is all turns +2. So right now that Magna is sitting at a very healthy 15k.
But you have to look at Davis's face if you play Armors.
Listen, his face isn't the problem, it's Veemon's voice. So it looks like it's not just 15, it's 18, especially with the Magnum Onyx's +3. No, he's got 2 blocks on board. So I was like trying to get some plugins back? Possibly? Maybe? Yeah, get that recovery plugin. Definitely thinking about what to do. I mean, you can't just throw 2 bodies at Magna and then just try and recover from there. Definitely trying to think about the out here.
Yep.
Hello again.
Hello. Ooh, look, it's Nannymon. He's yellow this time.
Yeah, it appears to be the same as the Raremon, but for version 4.
Ooh, Evos. That's beautiful.
Looks like yeah, it's how to play Scramble. Scramble to probably Evo into Sakuya for 0.
See, Law, if you're watching right now, I had all the pieces against Megidra. Oh. Unlucky. Cancel.
Hey Dan, did you see the new Ballmon? I mean, Nannymon.
I literally just said that before. Did you not hear him?
No, I didn't.
He did not.
I literally just said it. I said, look, it's Nannymon. He's awesome. He does this thing that's other ones.
Yeah.
Basically what I said. See, Joe, can you attest to it?
Dan.
Yo.
The Lakers receive Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis. The Mavs receive Luka Doncic. I mean, Cooper Flag.
Oh no, it's Cooper Flag. Yeah. Yep. You seen that meme?
Because y'all talking about that reminded me to check the frickin' Celtics next game.
Oh yeah, have it on right now.
Started.
Yep. You are up 2
curious.
points. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh look, it's sassy. That sassy cat with a bucket inside the paint. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see who's going to be taking on the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Should be the Knicks.
Part of me hopes for the Knicks, but part of me also wants to look at that and go, hey, Pacers, get the retribution from last year when the Celtics 4-0'd you.
No, we don't want to see the Celtics anywhere in the Eastern Conference Finals. It's the world against the Celtics. That's what we need.
Hashtag FTC, fuck the Celtics all day, every day.
Exactly.
See, that's the thing, though. I've been seeing nothing but Pacer hate on like my feeds, and I'm like,
I don't know why.
Why? I don't know why.
I guess Tyrese Halliburton, the most overrated player in the league, supposedly.
And yet he's the fucking star of the show. God, I've not seen 3-point shots that beautifully since Reggie Miller's days back in like 2000.
Are you talking about Tyrese's shot? That shit's ugly. It goes in. It was ugly.
And yet it's accurate as fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like Reggie, ugly as fuck, but it shit goes in. Jason Tatum loves to get hurt. I mean, it's a torn Achilles. He doesn't love to get hurt.
I was gonna say, have you torn your Achilles? That shit is rough.
He's just trying to follow Kobe's footsteps. That's all. He could never fill the shoes, even by tearing his own Achilles. You know what I'm saying?
And now I'll tear my Achilles. Looks like we got some Awakening the Golden Knight to go into Magnum on X.
Athmon to the moon tomorrow. I hope so. I hope you win it, Cliff. While you're winning in Jersey, I'll be winning in Harrisburg.
To the moon. I miss him.
His team needs him in the critical game. Yeah, he won't be there until next year. He's not going to be playing until 2025. 2027. He won't be playing until 2027.
Because he's missing the entire next season if I remember correctly.
100%. Yeah, torn Achilles takes at least a year usually.
Yep.
And especially since it was a torn Achilles at like late in the season, the playoffs, it's gonna be a while before we see him.
Yeah, they may as well get the whole.
They should just tank. They should just tank next year, get a first pick, and then fucking run it back the following year. Ooh, Jason Brown with the 3. They still got the 300 mil man in Brown, so you never know what could happen.
Speaking of,
still gotta be Lance though, but I feel like I'm comfortable enough with the deck. Cool.
What's up?
Oh man, I cannot wait for Knicks Pacers Eastern Conference Finals. Cliff, you going to the following week, the follow Jersey one? I think that's Jersey, or is that New York? The following one, Varney.
I believe it's New Jersey, then New York.
Okay, you going to the next Jersey regional, Cliff? I'm going to both. And NY. Oh, okay, nice. So we'll see you in the following one, not tomorrow, unfortunately.
That's why she's being all sweet to us. Bathroom door is closed.
I'm back.
You better get like an after tourney meal or something. The following week, yeah, I got you the following week.
Speaking of gotten you, it looks like the just
Damn,
one wall is putting this up
you
to
turn
your
so
multiplayer.
loud? You got so loud
Me?
over there. Yeah,
Have not changed my settings, but
that's weird. That was so weird. Like when you before you mute it, it wasn't as loud, and then after, it's like super loud for some reason.
I am shrugging. Let me just do.
Oh,
There we go. All right then.
you got whole background noise too. I hear the whole conversations.
Yeah, I know. I gotta close my office door. Nah, it's just that when my wife and her best friend are in the same room, they do
loud.
not know volume control.
Mm.
I love that.
Office
about-
door,
my wife doesn't have a
fancy.
lot of- Yeah, I was gonna say we got a 4-bedroom house, and I was able to turn one of the bedrooms into a office for myself. Well, technically, my
Hell
wife's
yeah,
is
brother.
as well because her stuff's back there, but still, we have enough space. Looks like checking into Island Adventure, but was he not able to play a tamer off of that, or he probably doesn't have a tamer actually?
Probably to them team. I wish the Knicks game isn't muted right now because I would love to hear how crazy the crowd is going.
I was gonna say I'm not really up on my on the I guess Knicks' records. How often are they in a position like this?
Never.
This is
Never.
the first time in
Never,
like 30
ever,
years.
Ever. I listen. Joe, your daughter is a little bit older, so I don't know if you've seen it. You ever watch Soul? It's the movie with the black guy he's like the musician. I think it was Jamie Foxx who voiced him.
Yeah. I
There
saw
was
that. Friend of mine.
There was a scene in Soul where she goes, the like little spirit thing that he's trying to help goes,
Yeah.
"Hey, I like to mess with these guys all the time. You want to see something funny?" And it cuts to a picture of the Knicks. And she
Oh,
reaches
no.
in and she grabs like whatever, like heartstring or whatever, and he fucking trips.
Oh,
Oh,
I forgot all about that.
That's
Oh
how
my
you
God.
know that the Knicks ain't
Like-
been shit for years.
All right, so I'm gonna give the breakdown for the Knicks. So the Knicks has been pretty good the last couple years since they got Jalen Brunson. And then prior to that, it was when Carmelo Anthony Amari was in New York, which was about 10 to 12 years minimum at least now. And then prior to that, and that was only like for like a good like 2-3 years. That's it. And they didn't even make it out in the second round. And then prior to that was the 90s with Patrick Ewing, which they went to the finals once.
Yeah,
And then got
I
smacked
remember,
by
I
the
remember
Rockets.
that.
And then they got to the finals against who was the Spurs as well. And then they got smacked. And then, you know, nothing since the
Well, 'cause-
70s basically.
Well, because I've known from like the countless consumption of like movies and TV shows that they haven't been much, but those were also like dated from like 90s, 2000s ish.
Yeah,
And
2000
I stopped
from,
paying
like,
attention. What's up?
from like 2000 to like 2011. They didn't do jack shit.
Nah.
Yes, he absolutely has 3 Sakuya mons.
2 Sakuyas, 1 X.
Yep.
Going into Scramble to go into Ruin mode.
Or Voldarm.
Nope, that's definitely Ruin mode.
Okay, cool.
Looks like we're checking into Davis. Ooh, the good Magna too. Well, the one choice. Looks like there's a -10 on board.
Probably go -5 or something, so he can kill the Magna next turn. Hopefully he has another one.
Oh, right, because there was a DP neg from the options that he was using. Well, from the inheritables that lasted until this turn. Unfortunately, the Magna player is going to probably take... Sorry, the Sakuyamon player is probably going to take game next turn. That's 6 bodies I'm counting. Like 4, like fucking 4 tokens and 2 Sakuyas.
Yeah, something like that.
I think the main option that he has is to drop something, is to drop an armor, but unfortunately he doesn't have any armors that are over 10k. Could just wholesale drop a Magna for 12, but that'd be inefficient. Yeah, he saw.
Yeah, scoop phase.
And unfortunately, Sakuya just put up so much of a unrelenting, like the force is so unrelenting that his defense just could not handle it.
Nope. All right, round 3 already. Yo, today's TBL going by fast.
Did they
This is
finish
beautiful.
It's the main event.
Oh wait, Sakuyamon got that game, right?
Yep.
Oh, cool,
yeah, they had like 6 bodies, and they DP negged Magna enough to where he wasn't able to come back.
Friday has no slow players.
All gas, no
Hell,
brakes.
Everybody's playing all gas. Everybody's playing all gas decks today. It looks like.
Just gonna say we gotta make the we've had some pretty quick weeks the past couple of weeks.
Round 3, I'm playing against Sakuya. Yay!
Have fun.
I always say no more Mr. Nice Guy, and then I'm still Mr. Nice Guy and let
No
people have
more
stuff.
Mr. Nice Guy.
He didn't announce bounce protection game 1, and I went to OmniX, and he then said his bounce protector.
Yeah.
And lose for it. Yeah, I'm not letting that shit slide
That's
when
rough.
I'm playing. You got to eat those ones, man. Well, not you,
Yeah.
but the opponent.
It has to, yeah. All right, let me refresh.
Wonder crazy crystal mandala is gonna be just directly referencing the text for advanced deck Steam.
Okay, that's when we got Leppy versus Coach. And then at the top of the table, we have Cyberfile taking on Locks.
To table when we go.
So it looks like we got Gino and his blue
I want to
Ghost
enjoy
Drop.
Vmon decks, but every time I play one, it tells me stop. Yo, it'd be like that.
It do. It fucking does. Like, coming from as an Imperial and Magnamon player, yeah, no, it feels rough. Especially when you brick with them. Ugh. I was gonna say, for those who came in last week, we'll definitely note that this is Gino's second undefeated streak in TBL. Unfortunately, losing to Panzer in the previous tournament. And I'm looking at Gino's deck list right now, and it is interesting to say the least. So, dropping the Gil and dropping the purple Mem boost. Ooh, pretty decent selections there. Yeah, it takes the War Growl.
I think Gino has a little bit of an edge here. Let's see if he's going to be able to build up to it, though.
That is definitely the main question. Especially because if I'm looking at the floodgate that he's using correctly, it's not going to really do terribly much. Actually, no. I lie. It's going to go far, especially with the locks trying to drop any promos, any balance.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, bottom decking the Invisimon he must not have anything to go into in the bottom end. Grabs the Gallon X. Interesting to see Gallantmon X in essentially blue good stuff.
Nope. It's never surprising. That card is too damn good.
Oh, it is.
If you can play it and you don't know what else to play, you might as well just throw its ass in.
Because I'm just looking at the list now. The level 6 lineup is exquisite. He is going to have to pop his training and his memory boost just to kind of get any kind of board state going. That is if he promotes, of course.
For sure.
The unfortunate thing about promoting here would be that Lux doesn't really have much on board to kind of bounce or do anything with, and so yeah, he definitely takes the alternate approach and plays a cool boy for 2, dropping Lux to 201. And we just got another choking battle going on here with the freaking Digimon I designed. So much setup and no one's pulling any triggers.
For Gino, based on what he's playing, there's no protection in that deck. So the entire thing is either I raise so I get to pop off and lock you out of game, or I just keep trying to build up until I get every piece I need. For Law, it's to apply pressure as much as possible. But if you don't have the pieces to apply pressure, then you just keep setting up.
Which does explain the dual memory boost and the Digimon I designed, trying to at least get some of that search. I'm assuming is that he doesn't have a level 4 to go into until that happens. Curse of the commentator.
Megidra list. Or playing BT14 Skull Gray. BT14 Skull Gray. I don't even remember what that does.
Give me a moment. I can't remember off the top of my head.
The only Skull Gray that I ever remember is BT7. By trashing one card, delete lowest level and delete one of your lowest and one of your opponent's lowest. Why do they play that one, Cliff?
Yeah, because you can only play an Agumon, and if you have a tie against Rush, I mean, that's cool and all, but like I don't see much value for this.
Yeah, same.
I guess trash one, pop one?
I guess.
That's the main thing I can think of right now.
You still have to Digivolve it. I guess it's a way to trigger your Growl X, but again, you still have to Digivolve it. If you have Growl X, you're still getting your Rush Key. I guess. You're still Digivolving for 3. Snipes Ace.
Hexabile on board.
You're right. So it would out this. This is what Gino needed. Gino needed to get into Hex and say, all right, cool. Whatever you do, you can't touch me. Because he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sources. So Growl X.
Growl X.
War Growl. Yeah, so he would have to hard Digivolve into Megidramon. And most Megidra lists only play 1 War Growl X. So yeah, Skullgrave would be perfect to pop this Hexablow here. But let's see what Law does to try to out this Hex.
Yeah, because it would have to take all of the memory consumption that he has built up until this point to try and even begin to swing. Because with the Hexablow on, you can't swing with Wargrowl. You would have to swing with Megidra.
Can you even swing with Megidra?
If he goes
1, 2, 3, 4,
Growl X,
5.
Wargrowl, and then Wargrowl X.
Let me double check the wording on Hex here.
It's equal
With
to
Asma,
or
no,
fewer.
yeah, he would. So that's the problem, though. He would need to go Wargrowl X, but these lists only play one. Let me check what Law's list is playing. He is playing.
He runs 2.
So he's running. So he needs to see it essentially.
Well, that's right. Say his name and he appears.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Wargrowlimon X antibody.
Didn't think I was going to clap, did you? Oh, my brain is fucking routed.
Fucking
Gravity Crush. He's going for a kill shot here.
Well, he can't go for kill, but he needs the memory to get past this fucking Hexablow.
Well, he's going to gain 2 with the Growlmon and the Guilmon in the sources. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think Gina doesn't have any outs on swing. 3 checks and just destroyed. Gain 2, play another Gil. You're gonna lose 2 at the end of your turn anyway. Hey, and trash top security. That is the pressure that Locks needed.
Oh, this would most certainly. I didn't realize the trash security. Yeah, this could potentially be game here.
I believe it only depends on. Yeah, I don't see a. I mean, he could promo Gallant, not promo Gallant. BT13 Gallant here, but he doesn't have anything that'll give him the pseudo blitz. He did play the Guilmon out that has rush.
You sent a fuck ton of cards to the trash by killing the hex stack. So I'm almost positive there's a ton in trash, enough in trash for a Guilmon. Almost positive.
Yeah.
Almost positive.
Yeah, because you swing with that Guilmon and then leave at least 1 more for another Gravity Crush if you want, and then play out the Rush Gallant just to go for the kill shot. Looks like we're a million 2. Ooh. Into Guilmon X, get that search going. He's searching for the Gallant, I can just already tell. Yep, just continuously trying to load that trash, searching for his piece. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have much memory to play with right now. Oh, there it goes. Another Gravity Crush.
Oh,
yeah, he's trying to end this here and now.
Honestly, in a way, I'm glad that Gravity Crush didn't get hit with the other 2 cards. Mainly because it just gives me bragging rights when I say that this card should have been fucking hit.
They honest to God should have if they were going to hit Blinding Ray and Jack Red.
And Jack Ray, exactly. Because technically speaking, Blinding Ray is just as bad as Gravity Crush in terms of, I have to trash the security, but Magna X abuses it. Gravity Crush doesn't fucking matter if you win the game that turn, like we just fucking saw.
Yep.
So it's like come on, man.
There is no downside when you have a surefire kill on that turn.
Exactly. which is what I was trying to tell people for the longest. But everybody is so like, I don't know. Talking to people sometimes makes you want to like jump off a cliff, because I'm just like, yeah, just because it has a downside doesn't mean the downside matters. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like sometimes the downside doesn't mean shit.
Well, because like how many times have we seen like, and I'm talking any card game that you can think of right now. Do you have a card that appears busted on paper but has like a drawback to it? But there are ways of cheating out like just absolutely canceling out the drawback. So you have essentially the most powerful indestructible card on board.
Exactly.
Like as a card game player, they know this. They just want to keep their busted cards busted. That's like the only thing I can think of. Yeah, looks like we got Mox taking game 1, and we're starting off with an Otame. Double rookies. Not a terrible search, but not a great one.
Free spells are always fun to play against. Sarcasm. Yeah.
Yep. God, like, granted, it's not the same, but like, having like Hammer Spark at 4 just felt so defeating when they were like, okay, I'll just Hammer Spark. I'll Hammer Spark.
It's not the one. The one I'm generally okay with. That's why, like, as much as I wish that like Jack Raid and Blinding Ray were banned, I'm okay with them at 1. But when it's at 4, it's just like, oh, yeah, sure. Like fucking Hammer Spark just being abused. Yeah, it's like, oh, I'll play Hammer Spark. I'll play Hammer Spark. I'll play Hammer Spark. All right, now I'll go for a game. It's like, fuck you, buddy. Fuck you.
Yep. Yeah, no, trust me. It was like one of, if not the most frustrating thing. Ooh, bottom decking the Rush Gallant.
The mentality of don't hit it unless it's a problem makes sense to me if we got banned more frequently. Well, so that's my thing. There are cards that you can clearly see that are problematic, and so again, I'm gonna talk about Grand Archive because I like the way they do this. They have the way they do their ban list is they have essentially 3 levels. It's this is on our watch list, this is on our probably gonna be hit list, and here's the hit list. So if it like Gravity Crush, and for what it's worth, also Jack Raid and Blinding Ray, since Hammer Spark was hit, have always been on this is probably going to get hit list. And if you're going to hit 3 out of those 4 cards, and we can't count Parabolic Junk, and does green have an equivalent? Is it like
I want to say HPD, but
Venom?
that technically isn't right.
Yes. All right, so let's just say HPD. Yeah. For Parabolic Junk, I mean, I'll be honest, I would just limit that right off the bat too, because thinking about a deck like this with Megidramon, if this deck was ever black adjacent, or if they ever played black Tamers, Parabolic Junk does go hard. So I would, hold on, Venom Drench.
Main.
It's Rapia Mop.
Okay, yeah, that would. Just reading
Tropical Venom.
Junk.
Tropical Venom, one of your opponent's Digimon gains on deletion, lose 2 memory. Yeah, so I would ban, I would limit all of those cards. Any card that can give you free memory for the cost of 0. Because it's just, cards like that are too easily abusable. Like I said, if Megidramon ever decided to play a black Tamer, you get access to Parabolic Junk. Or if you play a green Tamer, you get access to Tropical Venom. Both of which are very good. As a matter of fact, Tropical Venom is probably better. Like if Grav Crush gets hit, Tropical Venom would be better because you can just say, all right, cool. You can play your, exactly, the memory floodgates can't stop it. So it's not I gain 2 memory. No, you lose 2 memory.
Exactly.
We don't need that in the game. We should, 3 of the 6 are gone. We need to get rid of the other 3. Or at least put them to 1.
I think it's also just because like they probably didn't touch it because they just weren't seen as much.
Exactly.
Especially older cards like Tropical Venom and Parabolic Junk, like they probably just didn't think of it as much of a threat because it's like, well, who's playing it? Nobody. It's not on our list.
I agree with that. I just wish that they would think a little bit more ahead and say, all right, cool. We hit these cards and here's the reasoning as to why we hit these cards. Are there any other cards that align with these cards that we should hit? That's how I would run the game at least. But I'm no game designer, so.
Looks like we got a Graph Crush on board. Megidramon going for 2 swings. Oh, good choice. Grabbing the Omni X and the Proto form.
Just need Mamimon to get support for Parabolic Junk on the hit list. Exactly. Exactly. All it takes. I mean, think about Numemon, right? If Numemon actually cared about memory, they don't because they generated so much without it. But if they wanted memory, Parabolic Junk, baby.
Yeah, looks like Gino just got his security cleaned out, and that's game 2.
That is heavy hitting Megidramon at work.
Like, I mean, good unlocks both times of building up the Megidramon stack to get over the Hexablow, because that was going to be the one thing that halted everything that he was trying to build up to.
For sure. We'll pop down the table soon. Why play Parabolic when Cooties Kick is right there? Hold on.
Cooties Kick is very specific.
Cooties Kick cost 1, gain 3. On deletion, gain 3. I am inclined. I did forget it existed, and I'm also inclined to give it a pass. I'm inclined to give it a pass because you have to have a black tamer to make it cost 1. It's archetype locked into Numasuka Nani Etta.
Yep.
And although it's still a gain 2, if you're paying, if you pay 2, you're only gonna gain 1 at the end. If you have the tamer for the cost reduction to play it for 1, then you gain the 3. I think that's fine. I would say Cooties Kick is fine, arguably, but I could also see an argument for it going.
See, I think it's fine just because of the reasons that you just listed, specifically that key phrase of it's archetype locked.
Right.
And
right. Archetypes having access to it. It's like some cards should just be accessible by archetype and not generically.
Well, yeah, because that's the thing though, because it isn't generic, it's honestly just fine. Let them have it.
I just think it's wild they hit a Goonie promo to stop a problematic smack in the face, and I win strat, and then made a set that is 80% red and said Gravity Crush is power 5. Cliff, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, honestly. Especially
I meant more specifically about Parabolic in BT15 Numa meta.
Oh, see, I was over here thinking. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cooties Kick would have went hard back then as well. Obviously, so back then in BT15, again, they didn't need it though. They had their own memory abuser in between fucking Promo Louis and Promo Uko.
Yeah.
So, Cooties Kick, irrelevant.
Yeah, especially because, even back then, all they needed 4 Promo Uko, 4 BT16 Uko, and 2 Louis, and that's pretty much their engine right there. They can just play shit out at that point.
Yep, exactly.
And with the Sakuyamon top end, yeah, you didn't really have. The Numemon top end with platinum and whatnot. It's just recursion. Yeah, it looks like Leppy's going into Garuda X, get that alliance going. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to play anything out from trash.
I remember playing Parabolic and Galactic back in BT11. Those were the days.
Damn.
Those were the days.
Leave the memories alone. Leppy could go into Phoenixmon here, but I'm not. But without a Tamer out, I don't think it's going to be a great idea.
For sure.
Looks like we're searching.
Oh,
There's the
there's
Phoenix
the Phoenix
X.
X, but he doesn't have an X antibody.
From the hand, I didn't see an X antibody or a protoform. Ooh, playing Gale for the search. Unfortunately, whiffs. Let's see here. That coach does have BT16 Doru in the back, but he's electing to avoid the onslaught from the birds. So, honestly, a smart move here from coach, especially with the possible on deletions that will be on board.
For sure.
I think he's also trying to, at least what I'm thinking that coach is thinking is that he's hoping that Leppy checks into a Tamer from security to where coach can just pop off after that. It sounds like he's having a very similar issue trying to go into either Marvin or into Kosuke.
Kosuke.
Going into Growlix, get some more draw going, filling up that trash. I don't know. Like this is just my just my first. I think Leppy's also trying to see if he can grab a Tamer himself because it looks like he's only running 3. Also, the rain picked back up.
Yeah, I can hear it now.
Yeah, it's not the violent rain that we had just a little bit ago. It's more like that, like you know that like pleasant white noise rain.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
I sleep with that every night. I love rain.
Yeah.
I'm personally a big lover of rain. Rainy Saturday mornings are like my eternal vibe.
Looks like we're going
I'm still
into Garuda
confused
X,
why
playing
Phoenix
now.
X is just naked and baked.
They know their audience, that's why.
So here's a fun question. Why do we say naked, but then we say baked? Shouldn't we say baked? Or should we say naked?
English is fucking stupid. I don't know what to tell you. Like you say read and read differently, but you also read the word the same.
Yes, true. You can't bear to see a beer.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, trying to
who the
teach my
fuck
daughter
else
this
does
shit
this?
is so fucky.
Like who else does this but the English language? And it's like it's the most popular language outside of like French and Spanish.
Unrelated, but yes, rain is peak. Rain is absolutely peak.
I don't mind rain. I've been having issues with my fucking basement lately. There's like a leak outside of my
Ooh.
actually right below my office window, and we're trying to find a nice covering for it. But unfortunately, my freaking renters association is like, we're not going to really do anything with it. Go fuck yourself.
Lead the verb, led the verb.
Yeah.
Led the noun. Yes.
Yeah, and then
yes.
LEAD.
Exactly.
Yes. Trust me. I've had lengthy conversations about this shit, about how stupid the English language is.
I got it. So I led the bear to the water hole, but in the end, he decided to take the lead on his own because he couldn't bear to see the lead that was in the basement. Can you imagine giving that sentence to somebody who doesn't speak fucking English and they're like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Con cuantas planchas, plancha, o pancha planchas y plancha con cuatro planchas. I assume that's the same sort of logic, but in Spanish. I don't like rain. It makes me wet. Ooh. Sometimes.
Hey, yo.
Wet, no.
Pause?
Because she doesn't have any feathers, but it's also bandaged. Like, who the fuck asked for this fan service?
She technically isn't naked. It's. I mean, she is technically covered. You don't see anything.
Naked.
I mean, you could say naked, say naked.
Please look up lion eating monk and play the Chinese poem.
Is that like on the up and up, or is that like one of those weird things?
We're gonna find out.
Just looks like Leppy just checked into Doro Den. Looks like we got a pass. Crack Black Scramble.
That is goated Lightspeed. How do you go from bright red plume to fleshy gross bandage bird? Hey, who was the artist on that card again? Because if you know, you know.
That's a Koki art, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
yes,
man.
it is. Hashtag.
They pay.
You know, you know.
They pay that degenerate well. I hope.
I hope. Oh boy.
Well, because like people underpay artists all the time. So like if you are not so subtly putting that shit out there on cardboard, and people are putting monetary value on it, I hope to God you're getting paid well.
I tried to say it with my Chinese friends from locals. They were pissing themselves at my feeble Australian attempt. The thing about Asian languages is you have to throw out the concept of what you know about pronunciation and everything, because you have to move your mouth in a different way. I mean, it's just based off the sheer fact that you have to get rid of the Latin alphabet in your mind and think with whatever their alphabet is, which is what some people don't understand, and what is also hard as essentially a Latin language speaker. I studied Japanese, and the phonetics is way different. Yeah, it's...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It is literally so much different, and it's so much easier for me now. Like, if I really crack down, I know I could learn Japanese in maybe like 3 to 5 years, but like for some people, like it takes like a long time, because again, you got to shirk that mentality. Is that that's the fact. You have a whole mentality that you speak in. Tone is suddenly important now, which you only use to pay attention for speakers' intent. Yeah, exactly.
Well, because like especially with like other languages, like the phonetics are different, as well as like I guess the consonants are also going to be in a weird order compared to like most most Latin-based languages.
The best part of Japanese is that context is super important. Yeah, arguably, yes. It is easy. It's easy to understand If there's one thing I can give it is most certainly that. The one thing I hate though is their fucking use of kanji. It's like they couldn't decide whether to stick with just kanji or to use hiragana or to use katakana. So they decided that they're going to use all three interchangeably, and that to be considered proficient, you need to learn, what is it? I think you need to learn a minimum of 600 kanji for like the first language test, but to actually be considered proficient, you need like 6,000 kanji, or at least you gotta have an idea or some shit. And then they have like their radical,
so, yeah.
and their radicals are fucking like, some of them just don't fucking make sense. As someone who's played a few kana only games, they make my eyes hurt. Can you put kanji in, please? I agree. I mean, I like that aspect of it, but then you look at how much kanji that is like you need to learn, and it's like sometimes I like my Latin alphabet, you know. And so the equivalence is if I read everything in kana, it's like I'm reading it in the Latin alphabet. But it's also, they don't have spaces. So like, it's like weird, or no, let me rephrase. They do have spaces, but their use of spaces isn't so, it isn't like Latin, any Latin based. Try pronouncing the deep guttural ks in Arabic languages, or learn how to listen and produce clicks and clicking like. Listen,
Arabic is not that hard.
Is it not really? I look at it and I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, it requires a lot of context. It requires a lot of like, you can't speak slow in Arabic. Like, I will say that. Like, you have to go either at a normal pace or a very, like, as most native speaking Arabs would say, a very, not really a fast pace, but a moderately quicker pace.
Right.
I looked into it whenever I was trying to figure out more about my my own heritage, and yeah, like, it's not that hard of a concept to grasp, but honestly speaking, it's not that. You have to unlearn a lot of English.
Yeah. Unlearning language. Good lord, I can't even speak the language. Unlearning English is probably the first step you need to take to learn any other language.
Exactly. Like, other languages are exceptions. I mean, French is pretty straightforward. Spanish, you just gotta put some. Now, I don't speak Spanish myself, but from what I've understood, it's mostly just like certain consonants are in what English speakers would consider irregular places.
Right. Yeah, French and Spanish are very similar. Makes them, if you learn one, it should generally be easy to learn the other. Will pop down to table 3, tablet 3.
Yeah, it looks like Leppy took it.
Did birds win? Imagine paying attention, because we most certainly were not paying attention.
Oh, I was paying attention.
Who reported themselves as winner. Hold on.
I was just picking and choosing my moments to talk about the match and paying attention to the conversation at play, because that's how you freaking operate in a conversation, y'all.
Leppy did win, yes.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he was able to blitz with the birds. It looks like Dan's got a Darkdrum Ace out. Unfortunately, who dis? Mochi has full security and a lot of options on board. Oh, just dropping a Rivals Barrage just to get rid of the... what is that, QB? Yeah, QB-Mon. Looks like we're popping a Scramble to put a Rena on board and then probably stacking the deck with a Sakuya. Yep.
I'll talk about non-match related stuff too much. Yeah, welcome to us.
It's called having an organic
for what it's worth,
that
we were perfectly fine before we somehow delved into the conversation of language and linguistics.
Well, also welcome to having organic conversations that delve into multiple topics at once, and then you go back to what's originally bringing y'all together. I don't know, like a normal person.
Still better than Wednesday night.
Hell yeah. I'm biased though.
If the options are on field, it does mean they aren't in hand to trigger effects. What do you mean? Are you talking about like for Sakuya?
Yeah, because like there was a scramble on board, and then just use a training, and then it looks like now we're going fucking ham with the Sakuya. Yep, Tao drops evolution. Tao goes into Sakuyamon, probably BT17. Nope, I was wrong. 19. Probably gonna swing here. The thing that really gets me about Sakuya is just how often they draw and just like how just absolutely busted insane it can be. Sorry, my stutter triggers at weird times.
Yeah, I would be fine with Sakuya, but for what it's worth, all right, Law wants to watch Panzer, so we shall go down to table 4.
Going to vote.
The whole line just says draw. I've always had a problem with scrambles. So
Like in what way?
I just never thought that when they first came out, I remember I very explicitly, and it will always stick with me, I very explicitly remember somebody in our chat saying, "Oh man, this isn't good. This is trash. Why would I want to do this?" And I'm like, "You're fucking crazy."
That's wrong.
That card is cracked.
Yeah.
And I like the comeback potential that they offer. So I'm generally okay with it. But then like just the fact that they combo with other cost reducing like Galactic with Scramble sometimes, it's just like, oh damn, like that's a thing.
I don't mind it just because of the recursion and recovery aspect of it, especially like if I'm playing Magna and I need a Magmon X like in my hands at this moment, and I don't, and my draws have become absolute shit. Well, I'll just pop a scramble, get Magna back to my hand, promote, and just start doing some fuck shit.
Yeah, I like that part about it. But I don't like when it can be used in a case like Sakuyamon, where it gets used for free.
Well, Sakuya, that's pretty much like what Sakuya does, is just play a bunch of options for essentially nothing, especially because it coincides with Rika.
Right. The only issue is that using it for free, using an option like Scramble for free, it's different when it's like the plugin, right? Because the plugin, you use it for free, but it doesn't stay on board. It's just a draw. It doesn't give you all the additional benefits that the Scramble gives you. But if you just look at like the foundation of what the deck does, even using like Wisdom and all the boosts for free, like sometimes it's like, damn, like you're really getting all of this value. But it's like, all right, whatever. But for me personally, Scramble for free in Sakuyamon is just like, damn, you're going to go into Ruin mode or Volder Arm for little to no memory. You're going to basically lock me out of playing the game. And you have a Scramble. So even if I deal with your board, it's probably just going to happen next turn again anyways. That's the aspect about it I don't like. And there are other decks that abuse it just as bad. Galaxy at times that just... But those are more deck problems necessarily than they are scrambles. But I've always been on the fence about scrambles as a card.
And that is game for armors.
And back to table 3. No, I'm kidding. I just see if they finish this.
Well, because like I like
this is 1-1.
Like,
it should be 2-1.
Yep,
there it goes.
Might be 2-1.
Back to table 3.
Back to 3. But yeah, I already knew if he had armor texture, even armor texture, 3 security, 2 swings. I mean, that's like I just knew right off the bat that would have been it. Looks like Dan might be struggling. And it looks like he might be able to mill 1, 2, 3 cards here. But I don't know how low this Sakuyamon's deck is.
So then, like, it might be like 4 to 5. I can't tell though.
I can't tell either.
Can we have Phoenix X in the featured card frame? I would totally put it there if it was working. I apologize. It is not working. I need to fix something, and I haven't gotten around to fixing it yet.
Right. The tokens technically aren't levels.
I don't want to see that unbreaded chicken cutlet. It's crazy.
Wait, hold the fucking phone. Looks like that's the game.
And that is the end of our tournament. We have finished this tournament in just over 2 hours.
Pretty good. Pretty good, yo.
That's 3 rounds in 2 hours. Y'all were snip snaps, patty whack, moving it along like it wasn't nobody's business.
They came, they conquered. They conquered. They were like, "Hey, we got dinner plans at 9."
And with that in mind, Law has won.
He is the law.
Tonight's TBL Overdrive. Congratulations, you are the #1 contender for the Vaccine Surge Championship. And with that, 2 new contenders enter the champions.
Yeah, we got Spectre versus Leppy the Bear, as well as Law versus Panzer.
So your rematch will happen, Law. Will it be with Galactic? We don't know. But you guys can tune in, tentatively pending, because there is a regional on the 14th. So hopefully our players are not in the regional. The one time I'll say that, so that I don't have to reschedule this PLE, but it seems like we might have to reschedule this PLE. We shall see.
We'll see.
And Alepi comes in second with
Birds.
No. What did you call it earlier, Lightspeed? It was fuck, I don't even remember. Some Bergidramon. There we go, Bergidramon.
Bergidramon. Oh, that's good. I love that.
Yeah, Lightspeed, I completely fucking threw, and then game 3 was a complete brick fest. Like legit I drew all my 1-ups. I was like, this is like one of those 0.00% chance of fucking draw my hand, and that's what I drew for game 3 and could not play the game.
Led by the bird.
That was straight up karma from the DigiGuard saying like, why the fuck did you not tap Matt for? That was legit. That's what it was. I swear to God and everything. Oh my God, that shit was gross.
Always be tapping. That's what they say.
Yep.
ABT.
And the gravity crushed the deck, absolutely.
Oh my God. Card is disgusting.
So with that being said, Law, you are the winner tonight. Congratulations. And I'll be in touch just to see if your availability checks out. And yeah, you already have the role. I'll introduce you guys in the champions room. Y'all can talk that shit. Yada mean.
Talk mad shit. Just make sure you keep it clean-ish. PG-13, y'all.
Talk that shit anyways.
No one gives a single fuck.
You can swear, but just don't get explicit.
No, get all explicit.
With the Gabumon emote. So that is it for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. This was a quick and swift tournament. Thank God, because my internet, I did not know if it was going to hold up for half of this. But thank you guys for watching. Shout out to our Twitch and our YouTube audience. We'll be back here, same bad time, same bad place next week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Wednesday Night Ignition and Friday Night Overdrive. Bookmark your calendars for June 14th for that potential PLE coming your way. Best of 5 conquest. It's going to be a good one. And until we talk to you guys next time, peace out.
Later.
Catch you on the next